Clicking on the wrong buttons. Alright, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Last time, we finished Mizuki's quest. We helped her with her dream troubles and issues, and dealt with an ancient, powerful spirit thing. And we also helped Durin out. Durin, we went to Meru and we met up with a hat guy, or Sith Cat, or the Wanderer, call him. And he helped us out with a little bit of the book. And trying to figure out why he was like disappearing from people's memories. That now we have to head to Dragonspine to go talk with Albedo. Be the only person who would be able to assist us in issues. Yeah, we're gonna go do that. Everyone's favorite location, Dragonspine.
So this is the other Durin, huh? If this had been the dragon that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure. So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero.
And you just thought you'd be nice all of a sudden?
No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy.
There he goes back to being.
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet. I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You're finally here! Oh, boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you!
Oh, you're here too.
I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things?
Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first.
Change intel with Albedo, who also checks how Durin is holding up.
Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
So, from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him?
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading. If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over.
But what if that happens?
This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case. Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along. So now, there's only one thing missing.
Magic, right?
As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
So,
The loom of
the
fate.
reason Alice had us complete this book was to make that magic possible?
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself.
Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book. The next part of the story most likely relates to me. So the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
Huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle. But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break.
I see.
First fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar. Wait. Solution bestowed by the sea.
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
What is this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Albedo?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah! We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
At least you're still human-shaped.
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all. You must be special figures in some way.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
Take a look around. That a hidden path?
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Come on! What are we waiting for? Next chapter, here we come! Ouch!
Invisible
But
walls.
this was a chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here?
Maybe the author had a flash of inspiration, and then their mind went
Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
writer's block.
Over here. I found something.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
Sounds like this chapter's about Albedo bringing me to life?
If that really was the solution, though,
You and Evan.
this would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation. So why is Durin still being forgotten?
There has to be some other reason.
Wraths. Get out of here. There's still places we can check. We have time.
Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more.
break those up. Destroy the heart.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
I have the heart or little dragon. Oh, friend. Come here.
There you are.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, it's Mini Durin again! What are you doing holed up in here?
I was worried I'd scare everyone off, so I've been hiding out here all this time.
Fucking guy. Are you talking about old updates? Fuck out of here. Just like before.
You must be really nervous, huh?
I guess I am a little nervous, but I'm also excited. I'm gonna get to stop the evil dragon and even become a human. It's all thanks to that clay man. He's the one who talked me into it. And once I'm a human, I'll be able to make loads of friends and do tons of important things.
You'll make lots of friends, that's for sure. And go on many unforgettable adventures.
I'm so glad to hear it. The only thing is, the clay man said becoming human isn't gonna be easy. So I'm feeling a little anxious too.
He's right about that. Even if you manage to become a human, there will always be tougher challenges on the road ahead.
Really?
But even so, your friends will be there to help you.
Oh? Then I'm not afraid.
Funny, isn't it? After talking to you, I'm not afraid anymore either. So, are you ready now?
Yep, I'm ready to become a human.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten, and so was the little dragon born anew.
Finally! A happy ending! That must be the last step, right? Woohoo! We completed the story!
But then why are we still here?
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got.
Wow! You're all so serious all of a sudden. Durin, are you alright?
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey, what kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it. What choice does he have?
Time is running out. So, would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
What's up with the narrator?
Oh,
Would he dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give?
I won't give
The
in.
little
Fuck
dragon
you.
and his companions. Blank. Blank again.
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
Once
it.
the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
Go.
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
Alice?
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic.
You're warning us after it already happened? What kind of logic is that?
Let me guess. You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more.
About a plot twist.
Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
Okay. We're into the castle.
Dare to hold this power back, or would
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Okay. Back to the castle.
Returning to the castle.
Seemed like you were torn about something.
I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going nowhere at all.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a solution.
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
We will eventually reach its. Was that the
As
game's way of
little
just being like,
dragon
fuck
slipped
you?
back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle, just like he had never even hatched.
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up!
You've reached an ending.
But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this.
Shut up, Alice.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
So, give in.
Would he dare to hold
I don't want to
the
give in. Why is that
power
the
back?
only option? Fuck you.
Or would he simply
Fight me!
give in?
I'll change fate with my own hands. Wait the time out. I just die. Yeah, fuck you. Self-sacrifice.
Dare to hold this power back?
Self-sacrifice. Fuck you.
Would he simply give
Can I dress up as Durin? Sure. If somebody got me the fucking a cosplay, I would definitely dress up as wig and all. Although that would be a lot to put all the small little details and shit. That would be a lot. For sure. Prophecy is destined to come true.
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide.
Rock tight
Unchecked,
white.
the darkness engulfed everything
I got good
around
too.
it, including the little dragon's soul. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
That would be fun.
Is this me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
So the story's over?
Oh no! But that means Durin. What do we do now?
What do you want from me? Be out of this hellhole.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Flip full. If I just let one of these endings.
What's going on here? Why isn't the story?
Oh, I was
letting
supposed to
Durin
fail over and over.
suppress the abyssal power? It keeps getting stuck.
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words, we would need ink to write it in.
So, what now? Did we use too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left?
It's possible. It's just not time for the story to end.
Well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why should it end?
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential hypothesis. Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. And I suspect that has remained the case, even after his arrival in Tevat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate. As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, therefore, is to proceed along its given track. But Durin's story, on the other hand,
Needs an author writing it.
as Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power within. In other words, his story can't continue. Because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me.
It would seem the little dragon had made a group of fine friends indeed.
Save it. The question is, are you here to help him or stand in his way?
This is as far as the story can go. What path will you choose?
Door ends now, Durin will just vanish.
I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself.
By there, I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter
I
ahead.
knew that was the answer. Fuck me.
We still don't even know how Alice's magic works. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some unwritten part, isn't that too risky?
I'm not afraid.
Written. Then go for it. We'll be with you all the way.
I second that. It would
I
seem
knew the
this
answer
is an
already.
answer you need to go
Fuck.
seize for yourself.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Write his own story. Yeah.
Thing that invisible. It was as if the little dragon was staring at the uncrossable edge of existence itself. And all of a sudden, it began to fracture, as if struck by some transcendent will.
Bang my head. Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
Ahead lies only a storyless void.
My consciousness is slipping away.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void.
I feel so weak.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you is flesh and bone.
Am I truly alive?
Yes, Durin, but you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am.
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
I can't remember anything. Who am I?
Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go, make your wish come true, Durin.
Yeah, that's my line.
My wish?
Your story's not over yet!
Story's not over yet. Oh, party.
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment. And from an academic perspective, at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass. So remember, my friend, much like the stars themselves, there will always be something that transcends the test of time.
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alice, I still have one final favor to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled?
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Rhindaughter once told me, the laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that. Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future.
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help. I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
How much?
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever. No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story will end.
Still, it's worth a try.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still... Look at you. You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity.
Once he leaves Simulanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue, there needs to be more material for the magic to draw upon. I'll just have to skip over some of the less important details.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate into that? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish. And even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after. That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main character after the ever after? Tell me, Alice, in your eyes, what would be a writer's greatest regret?
To leave a story without an ending.
Not a bad answer. It's true, many writers come to consider that their greatest regret. But I see things differently. My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place.
Anya.
No matter how brilliantly a character shines, the moment their story ends, their potential is lost forever. For them, the story itself becomes an inescapable fate. But what if, instead, I could place my pen in their hand and let them continue the story themselves?
You mean...
You said it yourself. I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I've found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink. This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to. For what is storytelling but another kind of magic? And if he can experience the whole tale himself while leaving behind his own wishes and aspirations, even once he reaches the chapter where I stopped, he'll still be able to carry the story forward on his own. And so, by leaving him this ink, I can entrust him with the responsibility of writing his own story.
A character with the power to write their own story.
That way, he'll finally be free from the cage that is my pen. And like anyone else living in the real world, he can go on to create a life of his own.
And you no longer need to worry about the constraints of my magic. What a brilliant idea, Anya! But there are still risks. First of all, once he arrives in Tevat, he'll have to rely entirely on the story you left him to maintain his connection to that world. As you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point, he might lose it altogether.
But at the same time, he'll also have the chance to forge that connection for himself.
The issue is, this method taps into too many of Tevat's core secrets. Any overt hints you try to leave will be erased in no time. In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave anything at all to guide them.
We still have the story itself, though. I can use that to show them the way.
It's entirely possible he burns through all your ink, never reaches the chapter you had in mind, and gets stuck, roaming the chapters of his past. But despite all that,
I still believe in what this child can become. His hopes and wishes can be his ink, so he won't be trapped by mine running dry.
Oh, what the writer you are, Anya. Your imagination never ceases to amaze. And you do know how much I love a happy ending. You shall have my help, my dear.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child. Do you understand what you must do?
Yes, I think I do. It's my turn to keep this story alive.
Then what's holding you back?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother, I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me go.
I know my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mom too soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the stories she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here, by your side.
Durin.
But after coming to this world and traveling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my new friends waiting, it's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
Then take this. A gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning. Made your wishes, offered your blessings, and even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness, will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin?
Page to the next chapter.
Suddenly, and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.
Looks like this is the final step.
A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not something that comes knocking every day.
No, that fate no longer defines me. In the end, only my story shall endure.
Oh wow, we're doing the same boss fighting. Yeah. Hi.
Devouring Claw! Thunder!
I don't know how to play Durin.
No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up.
I need my ultimate to do anything with this.
Stay. Only my story shall endure.
Wow, that did a lot of fucking damage.
The story has only just begun.
Guys died, I guess. Fine. Feels like it's been like 500 years since I... To be fair, I think I did it.
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
I think so. Probably was last year, I think. Did it? I don't know.
Watch! This time, the light prevails.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over. Is everyone okay?
We're fine, thanks. And hey, we all saw how you fought back there. That was awesome!
The new outfit looks a lot more free.
I have to admit, I do feel like something in me has changed. I owe you all so much. Without your help, I don't know if I could have ever made it this far.
Just a shame I could only help out from the sidelines. Like I said before, it's not every day that you get to put fate in its place.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear it someday.
Hear what?
The chance to strike back at fate knocking at your door.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Allow me to just check one thing. Yes. The abyssal power within you has stabilized again. And those strange symptoms you were experiencing seem to have completely disappeared.
Oh, thank goodness!
We did it.
I wonder what it means, though. Aside from the principles of alchemy, what other law of this world governs his being?
Look, it all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger, it's time for me to get out of here.
You're leaving so soon? What, don't humans usually throw a party after something like this?
A party? Do I look like that kind of guy? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble. That's what friends are for, right?
Some people never.
In a way, though, he is right. This is Durin's moment to celebrate, not the time for academic discussions.
Hey, I don't blame you for asking. And honestly, I'd be perfectly happy to talk about it. It's just, I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's all right. I'm sure we'll get a chance at some point. After all, your story's only just begun. All right then. Traveler and Paimon, we'll part ways here. Given the extraordinary nature of the things we witnessed today, I need to make sure it's all recorded properly.
Okay, see ya! So, it's party time next, huh?
Yep.
Congratulations on completing your mission. Now then, as per our agreement, it's about time you returned that book.
She must have known the moment we finished. Just like she said she would.
I've heard dressing appropriately is a must for socializing.
Return the book to Alice. Right, hit the wrong button. Yes. Hello, Alice.
Ah, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
You had special plans for the traveler from the start, didn't you?
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs both a writer and a reader. Only then can my magic take effect. I chose the traveler as the witness because of the special nature of who he is.
Oh.
It's not easy finding
Venti's
someone
in the
with
back.
that kind of background, you know. For a moment, I even considered taking the role myself.
Well, you were the only one who understood what was going on.
At least it made for an interesting story, right?
Huh? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bard?
With the Hexenzirkel carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your minds that the Animo Archon might be slightly curious?
Sorry for the trouble, Lord Barbados.
Think nothing of it. I dare say the Animo Archon quite enjoyed coming along for the ride. And now then, as agreed, let us see the fruits of your labor.
Here, please take a look.
Well. Somehow, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be full of surprises. It never even crossed my mind that Rhindotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't believe it. If only the others were here too, we could all celebrate together.
I'm right here, you know. The only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face over there.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think?
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
All right, Aunt Seer Witch. Here I am.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could.
What does that mean?
Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed.
Oh.
So, what does it mean? It falls silent. Perhaps the mage's thoughts.
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Well, there's so much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin.
How about settling your most recent regret?
Not so fast, tone-deaf bard. What exactly did you just tell Durin to do?
To make the long overdue wish come true.
Thank
Dvalin.
you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my final moments. Just enough time to say goodbye to my dearest friend.
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I don't know how to respond to that. Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know.
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like.
Oh,
Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you write him a little parting note?
there's no need. His mother already did that long, long ago. All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf. My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
There you go! Your very own copy of the book. We wouldn't want one of the story's key witnesses to leave empty-handed now, would we? Of course, this copy isn't magical in the same way, but rest assured, all the twists and turns are still there.
Oh, thanks.
And so they flew together, Durin and Dvalin, over the skies of Mondstadt. Who'd have thought such words could ever have described a happy ending, huh?
Oh, we did it. We finished it. Hip hip hooray! A happy ending after all. Yeah, alright, well. I think that leaves us with the main story. And we still have an hour. There's that. Let's look at... So we finished that. Now we have this. Who could take us to this? Then take us to this. Then take us to compete. Does this... Doesn't have time limit. We also have... Durin. New outfit. How different is it? Not very. His horns are different and he's got a little crown. Like different accent. Lights deep.
I've heard dressing appropriately is a
Yeah. Cool. Like that one. Anyway. Enough of looking at that stuff. Let's go do quests. Things. Is this the main story? It is. Okay. Back to Nod-Krai we go then. Oh, I should probably... this. Ooh. Oh,
Let's fly.
going. Somewhere.
Take me up.
All right. Finally, to the main story.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Yep, all ready. How about you two? Green and good to go?
Paimon's ready.
I'm ready too. Okay, can we go over the agenda again?
Haha, feeling nervous? Don't blame you. We're all a little out of our depth with this one. Okay, so some time ago, Columbina was ambushed by the doctor. It all happened pretty fast, and the last thing you saw was her vanishing into the moon's reflection.
Yes, though at the time, all that the rest of us saw was the doctor using some kind of power. The next moment, Columbina had disappeared, and you were falling into the sea.
We have to get Columbina back. And whatever the doctor's plan is in seizing the Three Moons Authority, we have to stop him before he succeeds.
The Frost Moon Scions consider it our duty to rescue the Moon Goddess. I wasn't expecting so many others to come to our aid. So I want you to know that you have our utmost gratitude.
Great. Well, first things first.
Wait.
Someone's here. We heard your footsteps. Although...
You've been here for a while now. I take it you followed the Traveler, but I don't sense any ill intent in you.
Come on.
I figured it wouldn't take you long to notice me. I come bearing news from my lady, the Knave.
Dottore went through the motions of returning to Snezhnaya, but it was obviously a facade. However, he has not returned to the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, nor has he made an appearance in Nasha Town.
Well, in that case, he'll be in his lab way up north. I always wondered why he applied for his own private pad. He was planning this all along.
Tell them that Sandrone and I will go on ahead. If they still intend to pursue this matter, they should meet us at the research center in the northern tip of Nod-Krai.
Nice of Columbina's two best friends to think of us. We appreciate the heads up. Our sincere thanks to the Fatui for your aid.
Lady Damselette may have left our organization, but at least some of her colleagues remain genuinely concerned for her well-being. Not to mention that the Doctor's increasingly cryptic conduct gives us great cause for alarm. We have crossed swords many times before, but it's not personal. We're just on different sides. We don't lack humanity. And so, as fellow friends of Lady Damselette, it's only right that you should be in the know about this.
Arlecchino's situational awareness has saved us a lot of trouble.
I'll leave the map here with you. If you do decide to head to the research center, please proceed with caution. And remember, at least while you're in Nod-Krai, Lady Arlecchino's subordinates are your comrades if you want them to be.
This is very accommodating of you. We can't thank you enough.
Just doing my duty. I shall take my leave now. If you need us, you'll find us at the Experimental Design Bureau.
So, the doctors left the Experimental Design Bureau and headed to some research center up north.
Marionette seems to think he's been planning this for a long time. But when did it start? Before he even arrived in Nod-Krai?
It seems his loyalty to the Tsaritsa is lip service at most. Behind the scenes, he may even be working against her.
Whatever his motives, we know that he's decisive and incredibly ruthless. Facing him unprepared would be a recipe for disaster.
At this stage, it's difficult to predict his next steps. I suggest we split into 2 groups. We need some people to stay behind and guard Nasha Town.
Well, as much as I'd love to help, infiltrating research labs isn't really my area of expertise. But at least take Cool Your Jet's Ducky with you. It should be some help during the battle.
And as for Miss Anefa, I suppose you will stay to protect Miss Aino?
Detecting operational logic. Protect Aino. Priority. High.
Just in case, Servarka, I think it would be best if you stayed behind as well. You can leave the research center to us.
I mean, I would have said the Knight of Berea should probably be out on the front line, but okay, fine. Leave Nasha Town to me. Be careful out there, okay? If things get out of hand, fall back right away.
Yehoda will be on hand to assist you. In my absence, she can handle any intel gathering work.
You got it, boss. You guys make sure to get back here in one piece, all right?
We will.
Things are moving fast.
Feels like it's been like 700 years.
We'd better head off soon if we hope to keep pace.
This is going to be a very dangerous mission. Paimon, you should stay behind to help everyone.
So, it's infiltrate a secret research facility, or... Yeah, alright. Paimon will help out here instead. Sounds like it's gonna be a pretty intense fight.
We all have to bring our A game here. So, anything you need to wrap up before we leave?
While the Archon quest is in a special phase, certain new systems and functions will be unavailable to ensure you have the best experience. It is your better to experience the next part of the story when you have ample time to complete it. You son of a bitch! In an hour. Alright, well, let's fucking go.
Then you'd better get
Good.
going.
Very well. All these broken machines on the ground. Someone got here before us. Could it be Arlecchino and Sandrone?
Probably. I mean, the flames probably be Arlecchino. I'm gonna go punch the doctor in the dick. I'm gonna go punch the doctor in the dick. Alright. Oh, look at that party. Cool. New traveler with his water gun. Red. Weird. Okay. Dead people. Wakey wakey. The docteur. Oh, hello. Oh.
That's quite a welcome party.
Oh, hi. Water. Can I just? I get it. Like it's cool using all these other characters, and they're not necessarily bad. I'd rather use my own character. I'd rather use the team that I've built, that I know how to use. Hi. I think I could really. Eat this.
Get back! I said get back! Do you hear me? Why isn't it working? No! Don't come any closer! Don't!
I think he's okay. Also, did they steal animals from Ellen? Kind of weird test you're doing here, fellers. Docteur. Here to punch you in the dick and then kill you. Going on in here? Place looks. I don't want no heat. Fuck out of here.
Can't hide the truth.
Weird ass thingies. I have no idea how I fucking care. It's PCBR. Just die.
The creatures of the night.
I don't care.
May your spirits find peace.
Grab that key on the ground. We'll probably need it at some point.
Some point is now.
Watch out. Ugh, there's no way through. Let's go around.
Alright. I punch the doctor in the neck. Let's. I don't think the doctor would.
What the? Trespassers? Here? What's wrong with you people?
We're looking for the doctor, and we understand he might be here. I see you're fleeing the facility.
You looking to settle a score with a doctor? Good luck with that. I don't think you have many chances left.
Perhaps. But you might have a chance to live if you start talking.
2 other Harbingers had the same idea as you. They're already inside. But what good is it gonna do? The doctor wouldn't do something like this unprepared.
Seems to me that you're not too thrilled about being his subordinate. Also, is it just me, or do I sense monsters nearby? If you'd prefer their company to ours, that can easily be arranged.
We need to know what the doctor is up to. Please, if you know anything at all, tell me. This is about more than us versus the doctor. His actions could have consequences for all of Nod-Krai, and perhaps even your homeland, Snezhnaya.
Also, I wanted to voice that.
He's building something. Ambitious doesn't even begin to describe it. Feels like this could be the big one. God knows how long he's been planning it. A while back, he told us he'd be returning to Snezhnaya. We weren't expecting him back so soon. This time he brought some gemstones with him, or something. 2 of them.
The moon marrow spheres. He stole them from their rightful owner, Columbina.
Oh, Lady Damselat? Last I heard, she left the Fatui. Before she went, she told us she'd finished what Her Majesty asked of her, and wished to focus on some personal matters. I remember thinking that leaving us might not be the best choice. I mean, I always looked up to the captain the most, and... Back when this all started, the higher-ups dispatched 3 units to Nod-Krai to execute their plan. They were led by the Doctor, Marionette, and the Damselet, respectively. I was a part of the Damselet's unit to begin with. She never really interacted with us much. In fact, she seemed sort of detached from everything. Not because she was distracted, just felt like she was indifferent to the world around her. Like she had no stake in anything that happened. She always seemed like she was staring off into the distance. Almost as if she didn't see anything worth living for in the present, so she had to look further afield. That's right. She always used to stare up at the sky. The doctor used to stand nearby and watch her. Apparently they got along well at first, but somewhere along the way, she grew wary of him. Started avoiding him as much as possible. After she left, everyone in our unit merged with the doctors. He's similarly indifferent to the world, except when it comes to the moons. He seems to have big plans for them. Right now, obtaining the 3 moons is his #1 priority. He even said, if he can only get his hands on 2 of them, he'll create a 3rd one himself.
How would he create an artificial moon marrow? Maybe the knowledge he gained from the Hyperborean phantoms has something to do with it.
Thank you for cooperating. We appreciate the level of detail.
I get the sense that you'd serve under Columbina again if you had the chance. Would that be fair?
No, she's no longer a harbinger. As a member of the Fatui, my loyalty will always belong to the Tsaritsa. I'm only telling you all this because I don't completely trust the Doctor. His actions do not align with the goals that first brought us to Nod-Krai.
I understand. We'll do everything within our power to stop him. The Knaves unit is based at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau. Maybe you can seek refuge with them.
Well, now we know what's going on here. Artificial moon marrow. He's likely well on the way to completing it. Dottore's technological capabilities are far more advanced than I thought.
I fear this could get ugly. Everyone, prepare yourselves.
Okie dokie. Gonna punch him with the dick. Your doctor. Fuck off, I don't care. Gonna punch the doctor with the dick. Fuck off. You taking any damage? No.
Can't hide the truth.
Time to come clean.
Oh. Alright. Hello, big doggy. Look at you. I've never seen you before. Explosion. Right. I don't know how any of these attacks work. We'll just do all these things. Bubble attack. 4 bubble attacks. Bubble attacks. Electricity attacks. Cool. That one.
Welcome, one and all.
He is here.
I've been expecting you. I hope my humble research facility is to your liking.
Yeah, we really appreciated fighting our way in through a horde of monsters.
The gall. You expect us to believe you've just been patiently waiting for us?
Of course I have. Should I be worried about something? Everything seems to be going quite smoothly so far, and you've shown up right on schedule. First Sandrone and Arlecchino, now you. Ah, quite a surfeit of guests I've had today.
The trap.
If you were looking for them, I should probably mention that Arlecchino disappeared as soon as she entered the facility. As for Sandrone, why, she stood right here only moments ago demanding answers from me at the top of her voice. Hardly out of character. She never was one for basic courtesy. But I have to admit, I was a little surprised to see her showing concern for someone besides herself. Does everyone you associate with undergo such a change in temperament? Speaking as a researcher, I have to say, it is not a change for the better. It threatens one's ability to remain objective.
Where's Sandrone?
Well, since you ask...
So you've got your hands on the moon marrow, and now you're claiming godhood. Don't you think that's a bit of a stretch, Dottore?
I must protest what you are insinuating with that phrase, claiming godhood. I am not claiming anything. I am stating a fact. You're a researcher. I'm sure you appreciate the distinction between the two.
Huh? Wait, you really think you're all that? You'll excuse me if I'm not being a polite little lady for you. We're colleagues. We both know what kind of person you are.
By the same token, I knew you'd respond along those lines. You and I both understand that facts speak louder than words. To that end, I've had my people send you a small gift. It should go some way toward helping you understand my present position.
What gift? Where have all your troops gone?
Who knows? Perhaps they are already marching toward a new world, following in the footsteps of an unknown god. As vulgar and arrogant as you may be, dear Sandrone, I have no intention of taking out my displeasure on your subordinates. They will enjoy equal rights to my own.
You sent your people to the Experimental Design Bureau? That's a Saritsa's property.
Yes, and I am very mindful of Her Majesty's instructions. But you know full well that they do not conflict with my present goals. In which case, all I'm doing is conducting another one of my experiments. Is there a problem with that? Now then, you have a judgment call to make. Am I simply lying to stall you? Or is it possible that every word I am saying is the truth? In which case, your subordinates really are in danger.
So now you've turned on fellow Fatui soldiers. You're completely insane.
I have set a new rule for myself. Each person gets one chance. Naturally, that includes you, Sandrone. If you wish to leave, I won't stop you. We are colleagues, after all.
Scumbag!
Still, I hadn't counted on Sandrone sparing any thought for the people of this world. Shame. I always found her self-centeredness to be one of her few better qualities. How can she ever hope to achieve greatness when she's so obsessed with protecting her little design bureau?
It's more than a little disingenuous to speak of achieving greatness while taking hostages. Or does honor no longer mean anything?
I think honor... I don't think it meant anything to him.
I have the marrow of 2 moons in my possession and will soon complete the construction of a 3rd. I will be the god of a new world. And you speak to me of honor? How charmingly naive.
Those are sacred relics. You do not deserve them.
In my view, many in this world do not deserve to be alive. And yet, I mercifully permit them to go on living, do I not?
You'll come to regret your actions.
Will I now? Let's see if you can make me.
I'm gonna punch him in the deck! Come here, pretty boy! Good punch.
Leave this place.
Lasers, that's not fair. What the fuck? Oh, shut your fucking mouth. Dick punch.
The night cometh.
Target acquired.
Fuck your lasers!
You won't feel a thing.
Dude. There's... Oh, hi, Arlecchino.
Thanks for the assistance.
Arlecchino. They see you as an ally. What a farce. You're clearly here to destroy my research.
I'd say your research is more valuable than your life.
I can't move.
Am I wrong?
Don't die. Water. Fire.
Everlasting as the moon.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Shatter like a reflection.
To dust.
Your actions betray your fear of me.
No more lies.
Wah.
It all adds up. Overruled. Everlasting forest. Forest? I can't hide the truth. The deception ends here.
Can I destroy these weird
No more
fucking
lies.
things? Loading devices.
Is this all it takes to tire you?
Oh, bitch. Kicking the dick.
Get lost.
You poor transfixed.
And alive, demon. Perish.
Witness my rise.
Get lost.
Overruled.
Dottore is too powerful with the artificial moon marrow in his arsenal. Fighting him is futile. Quickly.
Oh. What am I doing?
Let's go.
I've always thought it is wiser to flee than surrender.
Watch out! What the? Forget about me! You should...
Where's the traveler?
Base. Is he gonna use me for his experiment as well? Probably. Bottom corner? Thing. I'm alive. I'm.
What just happened? Nasha Town? How did I get here? Strange. I remember being trapped by Dottore during the battle. And now all of a sudden, I'm here. Something weird is going on. I guess I'll start by exploring the area.
Traveler? What brings you here at this hour?
Huh?
What are you in the mood for today? A hot dog? Or something else? We've got some special discounts at the moment. Want to see the menu?
Sorry, I'm not hungry right now.
Ah, well, feel free to take a seat for now. Let me know if you change your mind.
Everyone seems to be acting normal. Am I just overthinking?
Oh, darling, look who it is. One of our regular customers. Get the traveler something to eat, would you, dear?
Wait, why is he talking like that?
Well, I'd love to, but can't serve a customer unless they order something. Anyway, I take it your business is wrapped up?
Yes, thankfully. It was a long trip, and it's left me feeling pretty exhausted. But the upshot is, I won't have to leave again for a good while. We can have some quality time to ourselves.
Wait, these two are a couple? I see some kids around too. I didn't know they had a family.
Hey there! I haven't seen you in ages! What's keeping you so busy? I've been looking forward to playing with you again.
Have we met?
You forgot already? You're silly. Daddy brought you over to our house recently. We had some snacks together.
What is she talking about?
We've had a lot of customers over the last few days, so we've been real busy. And like my mom always says, some people are more than just customers. They're friends. Oh, another customer's arrived. I better go see what they want.
This is all wrong. I never once heard the owner of this restaurant talk about their family. It certainly isn't a family-run business. And that child? I don't recognize her at all. Could this be a false memory?
Very good. I knew you had it in you.
Dottore?
Aren't you going to try the house special?
When did he show up? No. None of this is real.
You don't seem to like it here. That's fine. We can change venues.
Like a loading. That's cool.
I'm still alive. Where is this place? It took all my strength to open the moon gate, and then I leapt into it. So this is the moon's reflection? The mysterious realm beyond the gate? I can't sense anything. I guess I could try opening the gate once more. No response. Maybe this space can't be opened from inside. If this was the space that killed both Rerir and his lover, then why am I unscathed? Or... no, I'm not unscathed. Even the air here feels... frozen in place. There is nothing here with which I can restore my power. I should conserve my strength and proceed with caution. I don't believe Dotori's scheming will stop just because I escaped. If there is any chance that I can get back to the others, any chance at all, I must return.
Right, we are.
Emptiness. Silence. What is this place? Or maybe
Well,
the real question is, what is it for? What's this? Looks like it responds to my power. Golden. Like Kuvaki. Is it some sort of guide? And why does it feel so familiar? I might as well follow it. Where does this lead? Could it be the exit?
Traveler on a winter's night. Oh. Who is Columbina gonna run into?
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Who?
Is this Nasha Town? But isn't Moonbriar Night over already?
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will. Lama, everyone else, and me? Are these my memories?
Welcome.
I can't touch them. It's as if we're separated by some impenetrable power.
Over here! Over here!
But the people in these memories pass right through me. just like when I disappeared. If only I had known what would come to pass after that. Even so, I should still take a look around. Just being back here, it gives me the strength to keep going.
The Chai running into the follower.
Welcome
The follower,
home,
the traveler.
Moon Goddess.
What?
Oh, you're the genuine article. Alice was right. This moon prayer night was worth watching after all.
Oh, yes. That was the fortune-telling stall run by Barbeloth from the Hexen Circle.
Please, draw the first lunar arcana. This represents destiny and is the foundation for the divination as a whole.
My destiny. I believe the card I drew was the moon. Now that I think about it, Barbeloth's divination was absolutely right. It's almost time to draw the last card. The one that represents the future. That was the card that popped out on its own. From here, I think. Kuvaki Pulse? What?
Fascinating. I've never encountered this before in my role as a diviner.
What's going on? Did that card leave the deck? Because of my influence? All I did was try to touch it, and then... Maybe this memory space is not untouchable after all. Are there weak points in the barrier? Or... is it possible that there's more to this space than my memories alone?
This card is death.
I need to get to the bottom of this. I'll try touching something else. Is this... the wind? No, it's gravity. It's pulling me outwards. No, Traveler!
Flower went under. That means probably not.
Haimon, listen to me. From the bottom of our hearts, we are so sorry. We completely understand how you must feel. The Traveler is trapped, and we all feel responsible for it.
Don't say that! Paimon's not a little kid! You didn't leave him behind on purpose! There was nothing you could do! But... he's all alone in there! What if something happens to him? What are we gonna do then? We've barely spent any time apart since we met. Is he gonna... die?
We must find a way to rescue him. We were all involved in the operation where he was captured, and we do not abandon our comrades. That being said, it won't be easy. Through conversation with the others on our return, we've arrived at a basic idea of what we're up against. Dottore lab has clearly been in operation for a lot longer than we realized. We found many monster samples stored there. In all likelihood, they were materials he used to research his latest technology. We also know that through his contact with the phantoms of Hyperborea, he gained knowledge about the moons and certain Hyperborean technologies. Using this knowledge, he then fashioned an artificial moon marrow to serve as a replacement for the frost moon beyond the sky. Unlike Columbina, Dottore is not being rejected by Teyvat. And even with 2 of the 3 moon marrows, his power far exceeds all of ours combined. Once his 3rd moon marrow is complete, Dottore will have completely seized the authority of the 3 moons. Teyvat's most primordial powers will then be in his grasp.
Does that mean...
I'm afraid so. No one could have predicted this level of insanity. Not even from Dottore. And unfortunately, his insanity is coupled with an intellect and ambition that not even his peers in the Fatui can match.
This is dire. Sounds like the world is done for.
The 3 moons' authority can influence the very fabric of time and space. I dare not imagine what a monster like him would do with that kind of power.
The trouble's already begun, I'm afraid. On our way back, we discovered that part of Nod-Krai is being enveloped by an unknown energy. We cannot ascertain what is happening inside. I'm convinced this is Dottore's doing. Not that there's any way to prove it. The issue is, we have no idea what his intentions are.
The only thing more frustrating than facing down evil is knowing that it will surely come, but not knowing when.
The Doctor is guilty of numerous crimes in Mondstadt as well. One of our knights, well, former knights, his father was murdered by Dottore. His ideology and methodology are a danger to everything in his path, from individuals to entire nations. He does not feel guilt, even when he acts against his own people.
He doesn't see them as his own people, that's why. People like him see everyone else as beneath them.
Right. He views other people only in terms of how they can benefit him. That's the basis of all his social connections. Granted, he's hardly the only harbinger to pursue their own interests. We all do. And Her Majesty is gracious enough to permit it. Still, her mercy has its limits. Dottore's actions have gone beyond even what the Fatui could have imagined. Usurping divine authority to become a god. For a servant of the Tsaritsa, that goes beyond being disloyal. It's treason of the highest order. We can't expect him to heed the Tsaritsa's will once he gains the 3 moons' authority. Even we harbingers consider him the most self-interested among us.
Poor Traveler. Of all the people to get caught by... We have to go save him right now! Please! We gotta find a way!
Paimon, I promise you, we are with you all the way.
I get how you feel. I do. But it's gonna take more than strong emotions to take down an enemy like Dottore. What we need now is more information.
Right. We can't even guarantee he's still at his research center. Before we can think about mounting a rescue operation, we need to confirm the Traveler's location. I'll find a way.
Paimon knows, but... She's so scared. If anything happens to the Traveler... He might be the strongest person Paimon knows, but he's still human. He feels pain and bleeds just like anyone else.
Then think things through before you stick your neck out. Unless you want to lose your head.
Sandrone.
Miss Sandrone, you're okay?
Put the stuff over there, and be gentle with it. Am I okay? As you can see, I've had to move my whole livelihood out of the Experimental Design Bureau. It's been swallowed up by Dottore's energy field. If I'd left it any longer, I probably would have gotten stuck there. Ugh, Dottore always goes a little loco when he finds a shiny new toy. Not that he'd ever admit that. But this time, he's gone full psycho. Just go ahead and cry already.
Sorry. Paimon's not trying to make a scene. It's just
Let it all out. There's no shame in it. When you're overwhelmed by fear and despair, crying can help get it out of your system. You'll feel better for it.
Okay then, while the baby of the group is having a moment, how about the grown-ups get to work? Give me your hand.
You've made a discovery?
Polonia, scan. You, hand, now.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, my lady.
Curses! You're next, then you.
That Joni scans everyone who took part in the battle against Tori. Her face contort.
Tori, you son of a... He's done something to us! Everyone who entered his research center has been implanted with some sort of curse.
I don't feel anything unusual at the moment. Does that mean it hasn't activated yet? Is there a way to figure out its purpose and what might trigger it?
My best guess is Dottore created it using the Moon Goddess's powers. 1 second, analyzing. Ugh! That friggin' maniac!
So, what twisted game is he playing this time?
The moment I analyzed the energy composition, some encrypted text appeared in my mind's eye. And when I deciphered it according to the Fatui standard encryption protocol, I got the following message. Feel free to run, or you will perish in Nod-Krai.
He's mocking us.
Yep, he loves to toy with people. Only in this case, there might be more to it. But I didn't detect any murderous intent or malice either in the message or the curse's energy. As if this is him at his least malicious.
Or perhaps all people are cowards in his eyes. Maybe he thinks the threat alone will be effective.
What a despicable person. And he has the Traveler in his grasp.
If I may, as unhinged as Dottore may be, he has always exercised great patience with the objects of his interest.
I remember a comment he made when we first arrived in Nod-Krai. He said, "This world is, on the whole, an exceedingly dull place. But at least there are a few intriguing features, such as the gods, or the Traveler. Presumably, they interest him because they're unknown quantities. He wants to understand as much as he can about them."
Agreed. The Traveler is Tevat's fourth descender. All Harbingers are aware of this. Since Dottore took such pains to capture the Traveler, he is unlikely to kill him right away.
Okay, but we still have to do that rescue operation. Of course. I also think we need to read between the lines with Dottore's message. If he's encouraging us to run, that means we mustn't leave Nod-Krai under any circumstances. My guess is, his curse will only trigger if we leave.
We've discovered multiple energy fields. Albedo is still attempting to analyze their structure. He told me to report back first. Each field is slowly growing, swallowing up more of the surrounding area in the process. And the pace of their expansion has increased since we first examined them. He's probably trying to swallow Nod-Krai whole.
His nefarious ambition knows no bounds. If this continues, the whole of Tevat will be in trouble, not just Nod-Krai.
The loss of Columbina could not have come at a worse time. Do we think she's truly gone for good?
She entered the space beyond the Moon Gate, knowing what became of Rerir and Thalindus. I'm sorry, but I fear the odds aren't good.
Don't be ridiculous. If I know her, she's busy finding a way back as we speak just so she can annoy me. She isn't dead.
Whatever has become of her, the fact remains that we are two comrades short on the eve of a decisive battle.
We need to find out the Traveler's location. But there is also other work to be done.
Agreed. Whatever Dottore's planning, we have to get the local populace somewhere safe. So, as well as a rescue mission, we have to organize a mass evacuation at the same time.
It would be best if someone could approach leaders of neighboring nations and negotiate emergency asylum for Nod-Krai's inhabitants. Can anyone handle that?
Snezhnaya is one option. I'll see what I can do.
This would be so much easier if the Traveler was here. No! Stop thinking like that, Paimon. Paimon will join you. She's pretty well connected thanks to the Traveler. Maybe it'll come in handy. Either way, that's what the Traveler would do if he was here.
Back here again. That gravitational force that pulled me back. Is this where it came from? When I saw that memory of Moon Prayer Night, I think I influenced reality. Was it just a coincidence? Or if only I could have sent the others some kind of warning on Moon Prayer Night. Maybe we could have stopped Dottore. I feel so heavy. Does entering that space consume a lot of energy? Well, even so, I have to keep moving forward. Back to emptiness and silence again. I should try and find my way back inside that memory.
All right. Don't know if leaving this, walk everything up. I will because save stuff going on. But I'm not gonna continue this. It's gonna bring me into another thing. Like doing it for 20 minutes. So end it now. We're a little bit early, but this has been pretty cool. I like playing the main story. Don't get me wrong, all the other side stories are great. No, but I'm very interested in the main story stuff, and especially since we get to see the Doctor again, and I'm gonna punch him in the dick. I've been wanting to do that since the very first day I saw him. So, next stream is gonna be Friday, Sunday. The stream's gonna be pushed back an hour, so it's gonna be 6 instead of 7. So it'll be 6 to yeah, 6 to 9. Yes. Well, I'll be playing Not a Clue, either Night Rain or Baldur's Gate. So, and then Tuesday, some more that. Fun with that. And then Genshin on Friday. I don't think I have anything to announce. This is the 100th episode. I didn't really have anything special to plan other than just continuing the story. That so, happy 100, I guess. I don't know. Give me 100 likes. No. Sorry. No, but it is cool. 100 fucking episodes. It's the longest thing. I would say ESO's probably the longest thing that I've done. Would probably be a close second thing. ESO I have streamed a fuck ton. I quite literally did basically everything. But Genshin has also been a very long series. I don't think I have any other series I've done that has been as long as. So that's pretty cool. And it's gonna keep going. Maybe we'll hit 200 episodes, which would be insane. That would be awesome. But yeah, pretty cool. 100 episodes. So we'll see what happens next time. Go follow me over on YouTube. I post the VODs over there. There's an entire playlist full of Genshin Impact stuff, so you can catch up on all the 100 episodes or 99 other episodes you haven't seen. Or you can watch other stuff. There's playlists and random miscellaneous videos, shorts, things like that. Fun stuff over there. There's also the TikTok, which also just has short form content. Fun things over there. Yeah. And I think that's it. So, thanks for watching, and I will see all of you next time.